Hi, everybody. This is Marie, and Bruce's job tonight is again to corral the dogs to keep them from barking at Oliver the cat across the street and the other and the two dogs over there. So hopefully, it'll be successful. So anyway, tonight we're going to start with some pendants I've been working on and just finished today. I didn't do pendants for a week or two because I was waiting for some supplies to arrive that I needed to finish some stuff. So anyway, we're back at it, and glad for the companies that are making supplies available to other people to make jewelry just like us, because I know that they've had to work under really tough conditions. So grateful for all of them. Tonight we're going to start by talking a little bit about the device we use, or I call my lapping machine, my lap machine. That stands for lapidary machine. This is a machine that we can do all kinds of things with, but we use it for shaping and smoothing rocks. And so there's 1, 6, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different paths with a 3M device on it that I use to make each pendant. And this machine is called Jewel Tool, and it's made by a woman. Her name is Ani, and she was in the jewelry business, making business for many years with her family. And she created this device to make it easier for people to make jewelry and fixed jewelry. It can do all kinds of things, including smoothing down knives, wash vases, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, her name is Ani, and she wanted a device that was made in the United States by a woman, and she travels all over the world and demonstrates this machine. It's quite the character. And she does videos for us almost every day on how to do things. And every time I watch a video, I get better at something that she talks about. Because there are lots of challenges. Like today, I spilled my water all over me because a lot of the steps you have to use water, and I spilled my dirty rock water all over me. So when I make do the stones, I have to have goggles on, a mask, breathe the rock dust. I have sound protection. Sometimes I wear a shower cap over my head, and we have a vacuum cleaner hooked up to it to suck the rock dust out, because last time, well, there's all kinds of rock dust, sometimes rock pieces. So anyway, it's quite the scene at our house when we're working on this. Last time Bruce is drilling the holes in the rocks next to me. So it's noisy and it's messy and it's full of dust. And tonight I look scary because I didn't have time to jump in the shower yet. But thank goodness you can't see me. So anyway, know that each one of these rocks that we've done has taken 10 steps before I even put any bale or anything on it. So there's a lot of time that goes into it. And Ani, in one of her demonstrations, said that each stone has a spirit to it, or an attitude to it. And I've got one today that I just absolutely love, but it had an attitude to it. And an attitude on one side, and I'm not sure why, but it was a piece of turquoise, so I think it was some kind of turquoise attitude. So she's kind of funny when she talks about it, but I really do believe it's true. I think stones have an attitude, its own personality, and that makes a big difference. This particular one is number 224. It's Appetite. I wasn't sure what it was because it's a rock that I got from my dad and mom that they got from a rock shop down in Texas that's owned by, or was owned by a friend of my aunt and uncle. Anyway, but I believe it's Appetite. That's what the rock hounds tell me, the other rock hounds. And there's two sides to it. It has beveled edges. That's something I've been learning to do new, is put a beveled edge on. And that's kind of my favorite look. I like that better than the rounding. And if you look right in there, that little piece of agate in there has a little piece of druzy inside. So there's like a little secret place inside there so you can see that druzy. So I like this side the best because of that. And druzy is a crystallized rock formation that's sparkly. And anyway, so that's a little piece of druzy. This also has personality on other sides. But again, you can wear it either way. And as always, sterling silver bales unless I put a bronze bale on it. And this one is $14. I try to keep my prices down. Bruce and I both do because I buy where I can get a good deal from other rock hounds, and that really makes a huge difference. This is number 225, and this is some kind of an agate. I'm not sure. I might have known it one time, but I can't remember. Sometimes I get these and we start cutting it, and then I go, oh, what kind of rock was that? What kind of agate? Anyway, it's $14, number 225. And this has a little hole there where it has a little druzy too. And there's rock formations inside there. And there's a little tiny little hole here where there's like a little, to me, it's like a little secret passageway. And the druzy is the little elves inside. So anyway, this one, it took a long time to polish. Might have been little, but its spirit in there was going to be difficult about polishing. So you can wear it either way with either little secret passageway there. The next one I bought, my favorite thing to do is buy a lot of rocks. So it's small pieces of rock, and I love to buy the turquoise lots because I get all kinds of really great turquoise. And lots of times there's not as many people bidding against me for it. So I really love that. And sometimes I don't always know what each piece of turquoise is, but I believe that this is Boulder turquoise. And the turquoise in there looks an awful lot like Royston. So I'm not sure, but I believe this is Boulder turquoise. This is a little tiny rock for a little tiny pendant, so you can hit a little dose of turquoise without the weight. The back of it, you can see the host rock. It's not double-sided unless you want to have the host rock showing. But that's what they call it, is the host rock when another kind of rock forms on the side of it. And you can see there where the Boulder turquoise attached. And so that's called the host rock. But I smoothed that down a little bit, but I didn't want to smooth it down completely, so you can kind of see the personality of where that rock came from. And I'll tell you, this is not a hole here, but it looks like there's a little secret passageway in there, but it's not showing. So anyway, this is a little tiny pendant. You can see how small it is. It's $14. It's number 226. And I think that's really a cute little pendant. So for people that like small, that's good. This one is another one that came from a lot of turquoise. I think it was estate turquoise, I believe. I love to buy the estate turquoise, and it means that some collector had it. And when they died, this went into their estate. And so this turquoise last time is really old. And that's the stuff I like. This is number 227. I'm calling it black turquoise just to separate it from the other turquoise. But it is black, and you can see on the back, I smoothed this down because this was real jagged. And you can see that the rock, the turquoise formed on top of that rock. And I'm not sure there's not too many different kinds of turquoise in the United States that have black for a host rock, and then the turquoise forms on top. But I'm just guessing this could be Ajax turquoise. And I'm going to try to see if I can find out more, but it looks like Ajax turquoise a lot. But I absolutely love this. It kind of had an attitude too. Its spirit did not want me to polish this part, but I finally got it done. It took me a long time. But anyway, I think this is just a really beautiful piece of turquoise. And I'm hoping that somebody buys it and says it's their favorite, because I think it's really pretty. I love that black with the black matrix, or the black background with the turquoise on top. This is number 228. This is, I believe, Boulder turquoise. This is double-sided. This side is my favorite because it has more turquoise in it. It has a real pretty clear blue turquoise on the back side, or intermingled in with the other rock. And this could easily be Royston turquoise too, or one of the Nevada turquoises. And you can see it goes all the way. You can see it starts here and goes around the side. And this one starts here. This side does not have as much turquoise on it, but I've got the bevel this way. And sometimes I do two-sided. This has a smaller bevel. But anyway, I love the bevel look more than the rounded look. So I like to do a lot of beveling. But anyway, I think that's really pretty turquoise in that rock. So I'm calling that boulder turquoise too. This next one is not turquoise. It's number 229, but it comes from Arizona. It's called Apache Gold. I've had Apache Gold before in a big piece. This is a new order of Apache Gold I got. And this stuff has a lot of pyrite in it. And they called it Apache Gold, but it's what they used to call fool's gold because it had pyrite in. People thought they were getting gold. This one's $14, number 229. This one, this had a spirit to it. Oh my gosh, there's so much pyrite in there here that it was a challenge to cut. And this was a piece that had broken off the bigger slab. So I thought, I'm going to save this because it's too pretty to throw away. Well, in the process of shaping it, a piece broke off from it. So it really had an attitude. This is what's left, but I just love this bevel at the side for something different. And that's kind of the piece that got away right here. It wasn't big enough to save, but it is so pretty. I just, you can see the shine in that. It's just, I love Apache Gold. And I can't wait to work with the bigger pieces I've got, but I have a feeling they're going to have a lot of spirit too, as Ani says. This is number 230, and it is $18. This is turquoise, and this is really weird turquoise. This is big. It is, let's see, it is at the most about 1 3/4 across, or not quite 1 3/4 across, and 1 1/2 down, but it's thin and it's lightweight. So it's real easy to wear. It would not be uncomfortable to wear. So this is a way to have a bigger stone pendant without the weight. And this is a darker turquoise that really took the polishing a lot better. And this is a real lighter turquoise. I have no idea what this is. And it may be two different types of turquoise that grew together. But I just absolutely love this. I think this is so pretty. I wish I had more of it. I thought about cutting into two pieces, but I hated to cut it down because it was, I thought it would kind of take away from the personality. And this little bevel here is this was the spirit in this rock. And this spirit here about drove me crazy, trying to, every step of the way, it was challenging. It just wanted to throw it out of my hands. But anyway, this had a lot of spirit. So if you want a rock with spirit, this is it. And then this is the back side. You can wear it either way. This side doesn't have the bevel. This side does. And it was hard to decide which side to put the bevel on because it's so pretty. I just absolutely love this rock. I have no idea what it is, but I'm going to try to figure it out. Next, by request, I had a big piece of wave dolomite, or a bigger piece. It was these two pieces together, and somebody wanted a smaller piece, so I cut this one in half. You can see where it was attached together. I'm leaving the bottom because I love that personality. I love a more organic look on rocks. And that's why I like to drill holes in them and attach bales rather than wire wrap them, because you don't always see the personality of the rock. If the sides are covered up either by a cabochon, or a cab basil, or by wire wrapping, you take away the personality of the rock by only seeing the front. So that's why I like this organic look. I think it just adds to what the rocks say. Anyway, this is the smallest one, and that's number 231, and it's $14. And this is the one that's a little bit bigger, and this is the same price as $232, but it's $14 each. So anyway, very pretty rock. I think this rock has so much fun personality with the waves like that. The rock normally grows like many times like that, like this. But this one is going kind of a little bit different direction. So I thought that was kind of cool. This next pendant is really different. number 233, and it is $20. And these little gems in here are truly gems. They're hessonite garnets, and these are sitting in their host rock. And you can see, I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's speckles here. I haven't done anything to this at all except clean it. Right here, all I did was clean this rock. And this shouldn't crumble on you. These little hessonite garnets, I've managed to stay put while I was vibrating this rock, doing all kinds of sanding to it and polishing. So I'm pretty sure they're in there good. But these are, like I said, are clusters of hessonite garnet and then a few out the side. And this almost looks a little bit like it might have a little marcasite there. But I don't know what the host rock is. I put what they call a backing on it. I put some glue, so that a special glue, so that the rock wouldn't deteriorate on the back side, because the host rock was a little on the back side was a little more crumbly. So I put a backing on it and then polished this up, and I was surprised when I polished it how hard that rock really was. You can see the polish there. It almost looks a little bit like granite or something. I'm not sure. And then the polish across there. But I love this. This is one of my bigger pieces. This is the rectangle one. I've got ones that are smaller, that are more square. I've got a couple that are long, skinnier ones. So I've got other pieces of rock with the hessonite garnet in. But this is the cluster, probably the biggest cluster of garnets in there, and you can see how really pretty those are. So something different. It's like wearing a rock formation in a pendant, which is what it is. Next one is number 234, and this is shadokite. Shadokite looks different. It looks a lot like chrysocolla in a lot of ways, but then not. This is a harder rock than chrysocolla. It looks similar colors, but usually has more azurite in there. You can see the azurite. This is copper in there, or cuprite. And this is really a pretty rock. I left the inclusions in here. Oh, look at that. I just noticed here I was sitting there cutting. I was so busy cutting. This was where there was a little inclusion there, and I filed it off, and look what little treasure is in there. Those are little crystals in there that are the same color as the rock. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's little rock crystals in the side. Boy, I'm glad I didn't file that down completely. I just love that blue on the side, the azurite. And these have other little inclusions, but there's the back side of that where it runs through the rock. Boy, that is really pretty. Funny, I didn't even notice. I was so busy. You work on these wet sometimes, and you don't always see these things until you're finished with it and looking. I was trying to decide which side I like the best, but I kind of like this color up here, this light blue, that's just kind of in the corner up here. So I kind of think this is maybe my favorite side. This also has some green in there. I'm not sure what. And here's some sparkly stuff up the seam. And I could have filed the seam up, but I didn't want to do that because the seam runs here and then runs back around through here and back around through here. And in that seam, there are more other little sparklies. So anyway, I think it's just absolutely amazing, the miracles that God creates with his hands in the world, and how we can make those into jewelry and wear them and enjoy them. So anyway, that's shadokite. I will have other shadokite coming up because I've ordered a bunch of it, and all of it looks totally different. I've got one piece. This is the most beautiful piece I've ever seen. I've got another piece of something that's called Millipilus Pa. I can never pronounce it. Chrysocolla, and that is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. But I've got a whole bunch of new rocks coming, including opals. I've got tons of stuff. We'll be up to our necks working like crazy. But Bruce also bought a different kind of a lap machine, so we'll both be able to be busy coming up. Okay, number 235. And this is Lepidolite. Lepidolite. I could never pronounce it right. It's $18. This is the same rock as I had before. The only thing is that I bevel cut it. And so it sits at an angle like that. And it's just lots of sparkle in there. Can you see all that sparkle? And inside there is some druzy too, but it's not open, not an open pocket. This side is a lot of sparkles too. And it has more silver tone, but I love the colors here with the bands of dark purple. So again, that's $18 and number 235. Next is an interesting bird, and I say that because it's called Quetzal bird, and it's from an agate, and I believe it's from Mexico. And I'll tell you, this is a devil to polish too. I had to do it twice because it was so hard to polish. And I think it's called Quetzal bird because of the colors in here have kind of remind me of the colors of birds. Anyway, I did a bevel cut on this too. And you can see, there's my little flashlight. This one you can see through some of the pattern through there. And when I bought it online from a rock hound group, I didn't know that it had quite this much openness to it. This is the back side. It just looks like something's growing in there, like a little flower garden. Anyway, you can see other areas in there. I'm so busy looking at this, I don't know how it shows up on camera. But anyway, this is called Quetzal bird. And this is big. This is for people that can handle a big pendant. Or don't want to wear it for long time periods. You know, sometimes you can handle a big pendant for a shorter time period. This is number 236. And it's $18. And again, it's called Quetzal bird. Interesting. So, okay, that's all the pendants for today. I hope to have more coming up. My problem is I'm too busy buying and not always working making the stuff because I love hanging out online with the rock hounding group. So there's some interesting characters. Okay, next I got 3 bracelets in a row that you can wear together or separately. And they're kind of unusual to have a set like that. This is 237. I just looked outside. We have a bird feeder right outside the window where I work on jewelry. And I see we have a mourning dove out there and a squirrel right alongside and all eating at the same time. This is hematite. And this is green with sterling silver, of course. And it is $20, but it's just plain hematite and round balls. But you can wear it with this one and this one, and you can wear it with this one, or you can wear all 3 together if you like. Okay, that's $237 for the plain one. Number 238 for $28 for this is checked glass, Czechoslovakian glass. And you can see through this too. Czech glass isn't always like that, but this is really pretty. This, it almost would look like maybe it's not man-made, but it is. But anyway, pretty. And you can wear that with that. And then this one is $239 and it's $32. And this is Kenyan glass bead in the middle. It is called, I could never remember the name of this. It's a bead made out of clay by the women in Kenyan. And they started a company with the help of the wife of a doctor from London who said she wanted to help the women get out of poverty. So they started making these Kasari beads. And they're all made, like I said, they're made out of clay and then they're fired. And then these are just glass beads go with it. But anyway, that's $28 and you can wear it with the whole set or you can wear 2 of them together. Next is something peachy for summer. It's a real soft peach, and you can't see through the screen, but this is soft feeling too. It's number 240. It's $28. It's Oregon Sunstone. And oh, I'll tell you, this sunstone is so beautiful. Oh, excuse my hands. I get them all banged up from working on the rocks. And I didn't have my finger protection on yesterday, so they got all banged up. And that's when my hands are dirty, too. Anyway, this is a sunstone bigger pendant, or pendant bead. And then these are little round sunstone beads. Sunstone has got what they call a chatoyance to it, and that's where you can see flashes with it. You can see that. That's called chatoyance. And then these little beads in sterling silver. And this one is number 240. It's $28, but very soft pink for spring and summer. And the other thing is you can't feel it through the screen, but this is so smooth. This pendant is just really smooth on your skin. And not all beads are like that. Next is number 241. This is $34, and it's called Silver Mist Jasper. And then it also has freshwater pearls and garnets in it. I just think that's a pretty color combination. And like I said, that's a Silver Mist Jasper, freshwater pearls, and those are garnets. And then little heart beads. So, something brown for summer to go with nice tan skin. Which I never get, so I burn and peel, and that's it. This is number 242. It's $32. It's iron zebra jasper and red jasper and copper. I love these big copper beads with the copper bead caps. But that's red jasper, and that is the iron zebra jasper, which is not a bead you find every day, but I like this. It's just smooth and pretty, and I love the stripes to it, stripy look. So anyway, that's a bigger bracelet in terms of beads. This is number 243. It's $34, and this is red tiger's eye, and then a jasper with it, and sterling silver. And this is called, these I think are called, there's wild horse stone from Arizona, which is rare, and I think this is wild horse jasper, which resembles it, but it's different. So anyway, and then that's the red tiger's eye here. So I love that color of tiger's eye. And tiger's eye also has chatoyance. Next is number 244. And this is our mixed gemstones and sterling silver. It's $24. Just took what I call clean up my bead desk. I went through and took a bunch of beads and put them together to make something for you. I've got a whole combination of different things in here and all different colors, but great to go with tan skin this summer. Along with, oh gosh, look at that bead. Isn't that pretty? Wow. I just noticed that. Anyway, some really pretty beads in here. Whole combination of things. Next is number 245, and it's $34. And this is Pilbara Jasper and Moonstone and Swarovski glass pearls and sterling silver. Anyway, this is the Pilbara Jasper. Pilbara Jasper. Really pretty stone, and it has some depth to it too. You can see there's some agate look there, even though it's a jasper. And then these are the Swarovski glass pearls. The Swarovski glass pearls are really good quality, but they're perfectly round. That's how you can tell the difference. And then that's moonstone. The white beads there are moonstone. And last, but not least, is lapis. It's number 246. It's $28, and it's nice round and oval pieces of jasper, and it's really beautiful jasper with really nice color to it. So if you're looking for something you'd like to see on a show coming up, let me know. We'll be doing more stones and And I'll probably have more injuries. I need to learn to wear my finger protection all the time, but sometimes it's kind of hard because it gets soggy on your fingers. But anyway, hope to see you soon. This is how you can reach us to let us know you want something, or you can message us through Facebook. We can take payment through PayPal or credit or debit cards. If you don't have PayPal, it's a great way to buy things while you're at home, and doing online shopping is using PayPal because you never have to give anybody your credit card number. So just a little FYI, a little sales pitch for PayPal. So stay well, stay safe. Bruce and I say we want you to be careful and take care. And we will see you, hopefully, we're hoping to do a show in the middle of June. They're looking at trying to do the Junktoberfest show at the Sarpy County Fairgrounds in the middle of June. We'll see what happens, but that's kind of the goal. And hopefully we can all get out and spread our wings a little bit and enjoy some summer weather and a show. So take care, be well, be safe, and we'll see you next Thursday night. And Bruce did not have a show last night. We got so busy working on stones yesterday. We looked at the clock and said, Bruce says, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday, isn't it? I forgot to film my show. So he'll have a show next Wednesday night. It's going to be some high-end belt buckles and maybe some rings. I'm not sure, but it's some really, really skilled work by Native Americans that he's collected over the years. And really beautiful stuff. So if you'd like to buy something, great. If you just like to look at it, enjoy looking at it because it's really beautiful eye candy. So anyway, thank you so much. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye-bye.